So we're preparing the live stream.
Wow, check that out.
So we're preparing the live stream.
Wow, check that out.
So we're preparing the live stream.
Oh, now there's a back echo.
Okay, we're live on YouTube. So we're going to share this YouTube link to our Facebook page for our Facebook event. And I think just once we have confirmation that we are on the Facebook event with the YouTube link, we can begin.
Thanks, Michaela. You're amazing.
Sorry about all the back and forth.
No, it's awesome.
Add a post. YouTube. Okay, I think we're good to start. I just posted on the event page the YouTube link. And once we stop going live, anyone can reference the YouTube link again.
Okay, so if we need to do anything?
We're good. We're live, and the YouTube link is live. So I'll just start by apologizing. We're so sorry. We had a little bit of a technical difficulty with Facebook Live and the Zoom meeting, so we reverted to YouTube last second. So if you're watching this live with us, thank you so much for joining. And/or if you are watching this as a post-live experience, thank you for working with us in those couple of minutes we were setting everything up. We want to start today, I think, by introducing ourselves and our roles at Hapa Mag and MAMFest. So I'm going to let the wonderful, beautiful Alex take over.
Hey everyone, my name is Alex Chester. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I am the editor-in-chief of Hapa Mag and kind of came up with MAMFest. Take it away, Lola.
I'm Lauren Lola, pronouns are she and her. I'm a writer for Hapa Mag and I'm programming director of MAMFest. I will turn over to Rebecca.
Hi, I'm Rebecca Lee Lerman. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I write for Hapa Mag and I am also media director of MAMFest. Michaela.
Hi all, my name is Michaela Ternasky-Holland. My pronouns are also she, her, hers. And I am so lucky to be able to be the producer and kind of co-festival director of Mixed Asian Media Fest. Popcorn to Melissa.
Hi, I'm Melissa Slaughter. My pronouns are she, her. I am one of the original founding members and am currently one of the consultants on MAM and Hapa Mag.
I guess before we continue any further, we want to note that tonight's live stream is being produced from the Munsee, Lenape, Canarsie, and Lakawi territories in what's commonly known as New York, as well as from the Muwekma Ohlone territory in the San Francisco Bay Area. We acknowledge and pay our respects to the people of these nations of the past, present, and emerging.
We also want to reflect on the past 2 weeks and what has been happening with Asians and Asian Americans in the United States right now, and also what is happening in Chinatown, violence towards our elders. This is not okay. We have a statement inspired by AAPI's Women Who Lead, and it is, we stand in solidarity to end white supremacy, anti-Blackness, patriarchy, homophobia, transphobia, poverty, ageism, and ableism. We stand in solidarity against racial violence against Asian and Pacific Islander communities and against Black, Indigenous, and other communities of color. We work to raise awareness concerning individual, institutional, and systemic violence against our communities. In solidarity through struggle, Hapa Mag and Mixed Asian Media Team.
In addition to recognizing Asian hate crimes and Asian trauma that is currently happening, we would also like to uplift Asian joy, and that means celebrating our victories. So we would like to celebrate our Golden Globe victories with Lee Isaac Chung and the team of Minari, and of course, Alan Kim winning Best Young Actor at the Critics' Choice Award, and the opening of Raya and the Last Dragon on March 5th on Disney Plus, which is an excellent and like very late in coming film about Southeast Asians. Congrats.
Yay. So I would like to talk to everyone about how and why Hapa Mag will officially be transitioning to mixed Asian media. We decided as a group collectively that mixed Asian media is much more inclusive of the mixed API community. And that is something that we really, really want to make sure that we are on top of, because this is a community. And if someone is uncomfortable with the term Hapa, we want to make sure that your voice is heard. And we also want to acknowledge that where the word has come from and the history behind the word, because a lot of people don't necessarily know that. So mixed Asian media is hopefully will be much more inclusive. And I think it will also be great because we are expanding so much at Hapa Mag. We have hopes to basically be a mixed Asian empire. And that is why we are also doing Mixed Asian Media Festival in September. And today, totally just blanked out for a second, we launched our 14th issue of Hapa Mag, which is crazy to me. And we have some amazing stuff this issue. I'm just shout out to Sam Tanabe, who always makes it look so beautiful. He is the managing editor, and just shout out to him. Let me give you guys an amazing overview. So we have Ivan Hall. You bachelor fans out there. Rebecca, you want to talk about this?
Sure. Bree Eng Schwartz and I interview Ivan B. Hall from The Bachelorette and The Bachelor franchise. He is the first Black and Asian to ever appear on the franchise. And he talks to us about how it was on the show, how the show can improve in terms of diversity, and also his Black and Filipino roots and growing up and what was that like. So we're very, very excited and lucky to have spoken with him.
And our next article for you Mandalorian and Star Wars fans was written by Lauren Lola. You want to talk about that?
Absolutely. I am so thrilled to say that Hapa Mag is the first outlet to interview Diana Lee Inosanto following her appearance on The Mandalorian in the 5th episode of the 2nd season, The Jedi. Most people will know that episode for the live-action debut of Ahsoka Tano, but Diana brought to life Magistrate Morgan Elsbeth, the big bad of the episode. And I mean, like if you've seen the episode, if you love The Mandalorian, you already know what's up with that. But I also love getting to talk to her, not just about her time working on that show, but also about her career. She grew up around martial arts her whole life. For all the martial arts enthusiasts out there, her father is Dan Inosanto and her godfather was Bruce Lee. She talked about working as a stunt actor and stunt coordinator for film and TV, including Buffy the Vampire Slayer. She also talked about how she has paved the way for herself at times when opportunities were limited for her, and that included making the 2008 independent film The Sensei, which, funny enough, actually led to her being cast in The Mandalorian. All that and more can be explained in the feature now in the 14th issue of Hapa Mag.
We also have an article with Tiny Pretty Things star, and she was also in Cats, Daniela Norman, written by Matt Blank. If you guys haven't seen Tiny Pretty Things on Netflix, I'm obsessed. I'm just obsessed. You check it out. Yeah, no words. And also Cats. I mean, yes, Melissa and Rebecca and I saw Cats a couple of times together in the movie theater. and we 384, we saw it too many times. Don't judge us.
It's a lot of fun.
It was a lot of fun. So yes, check out that article. We also have The Pioneer for Jews of Color, written by Stephanie Mako-Cohen, Jen Schlossberg. She is awesome. And I definitely encourage you all to check out this article, because who knew Jewish people come in all shapes and color. And she's also she created, one of the creators of Lunar, the Jewish Asian Film Project, which I also encourage everyone to check out. It's very cool. And we also have a great article about Finding Ohana star Lindsay Watson by Olivia Tartuffe Wong. Check that one out. That's also on Netflix right now, and you can watch that. We have a review by Nathan Liu about this article. And let's see. We also have a gentle yoga by our one and only Rebecca.
Yes, so we're still in quarantine and we're really stressed out. And we also maybe don't have great attention spans. So this is a gentle yoga sequence that really honors maybe your sluggishness and maybe wanting to move slow, but it also does tone and stretch, relaxes, and also maybe gives you a little energy to maybe motivate you for your day. So definitely check out this short, gentle yoga sequence honoring moving slow.
And maskne is real. The struggle. I'm just saying, my skin is just, as a mixed woman, it's a mess. Yeah, thank you, Autumn Henry and Melissa Slaughter, for this article. You want to talk about it?
Yeah, first I have two corrections. I realized one, I missed Chloe Zhao's Golden Globe win for Nomadland as Best Director. Very sorry. I don't know what I was thinking. I blacked out for a minute. Second correction corner, Alex, Rebecca, and I only saw Cats once in theaters. I'm the crazy person who saw it 4 times in theaters. Don't judge me. Or do. You should. Okay, so maskne. My skin is terrible, and I was very fortunate to get together with Autumn Henry, who is also mixed Asian, who recognizes the differences in mixed Asian skin. And we had a chat about what we could do about masks, because when you wear a mask, there's a bunch of gunk going into your face. It's not pretty, it's not cute. But after my chat with her, I actually have come upon a routine that has really made my face better. There will be a follow-up in issue 15, but check out issue 14 to see what we chatted about.
We also have a few other articles, and I highly encourage everyone to check them out. We've also curated, there is a list for anyone that is interested about how to fight against anti-Asian violence, and it is in my letter that I usually do for each article. So please check that out. It's a good issue. I'm very, very proud of it. So please read it. And yeah.
Awesome. Well, speaking of Hapa Mag and the growth and the expansion of Hapa Mag, we're so excited to be speaking to you all from this YouTube live stream to also go a little deeper into some of the things we've been hinting at, not only with the Mixed Asian Media name change, but also with the Mixed Asian Media Festival, which is going to be a creative celebration of everyone who is of mixed Asian descent in all forms and all mediums of creativity. So this started a little bit, I believe, started as an idea for a film festival. And really, I think myself and the rest of the team really felt that this was meant to be beyond just a film festival, a celebration of theater, a celebration of art, a celebration of dance, and even virtual digital experiences as well, because we're out there doing things and we want us all to meet each other, hang out with each other, and have a place we feel celebrated for being creatives and being mixed. So we're gonna just quickly take a moment to watch this amazing trailer that Rebecca put together as our media, or as our head of media. And then we'll continue to tell you a little bit more about submissions. We'll tell you a little bit more about the entries, awards, and some really great opportunities we have that we're looking for some amazing people like you to help maybe support and help us out with this festival. or it doesn't want to play. So we'll keep going. There's some really important dates that you should know about with this festival. February 1st was when we first opened our submissions. The end of February already has passed, and that was when we closed our early bird submissions. So keep an eye out because submissions are still open till the end, to the beginning of May. That means we're in regular submissions right now. Regular submissions and then late submissions. So regular submissions will close May 2nd, and then late submissions will close May 23rd. But keep an eye out because we're gonna actually be launching a ManFest Indiegogo. Our goal is to raise at least $2,500. If not closer to 5,000. And we're going to be launching that mid-April, and that'll be running for a few months, especially through AAPI Heritage Month, which is May. And then, of course, once we sort of jump in, we're going to do some partnerships and sponsorships, and those will all get solidified by June. And then something to note, if you are a creative who has already submitted or are thinking about submitting, we're going to let you all know that you have been accepted or potentially asked to resubmit for next year by August 6th of 2021. Last but not least, the actual dates of ManFest, September 15th to the 19th. So mark your calendars. If you don't have a festival project that you feel comfortable sharing with us this year, but you want to come and check it out and hang out with all of us amazing creative mams out there, feel free to join us as a ticketed attendee. We will talk about that a little bit more later as well. Cool. Entry categories. Remind me, who was supposed to talk about this one? Was I still supposed to talk about this one? Yes. Okay, great. I can't see I'm sharing my screen right now, so I can't see the beautiful ROS we have together. So entry categories. Again, we really wanted to expand beyond just film because we as mixed Asians, I think just because of who we are and also because we're human beings, we express ourselves in so many different ways. And filmmaking isn't always that way. So this entry category that we've put together obviously highlights film with narrative features, narrative shorts, music videos, documentary features, documentary shorts. But because of this recent pandemic and also because of the incredible innovation that people in the theatrical world have done, we want to honor that as well. So if you have a theatrical performance that's been already recorded via a Zoom or recorded via a YouTube, or if you're interested in doing a live virtual performance for our virtual festival, please submit your experience. We would love to showcase plays, musicals, spoken word, improv groups, comedy groups, etc. in the theatrical performance category. And this last category is really near and dear to my heart. This is our new media category. So these are things like web series, podcasts, interactive, VR, AR, experimental. This also falls into the lines of like gaming. If you have a really amazing game that you and some other amazing people have put together, whether that's a board game, a virtual game, a digital game, installations, if you have actual artwork, we'll figure it out. We want to work with you. We want to showcase your work in this festival. We want to make your work be seen by other humans. We want to get you in the room with other humans. So reach out if you don't feel that something you have is clearly speculated in one of these entries. Let us know and we can make this work and we can figure out a way to showcase your work. We can figure out which entry works best for you and your project as well. Quick rules of entry. So at least one person of mixed Asian or Pacific Islander descent must be a part of your creative team, your producerial team, and/or your cast. So what does that mean? That means, hey, I worked on this project with a bunch of humans that are not mixed Asian. That's great. What did you do in the project? Oh, I was a director, or I was a costume designer. Oh, I was a producer. Oh, I was an on-screen or on-stage talent. Amazing. Guess what? The project qualifies. Submit it. You do not have to be the director or the producer or the main talent. We just want to showcase any amazing creative projects you as a mixed Asian human or mixed Pacific Islander human have been a part of. Or have helped create or have helped build. One thing to also know is unlike most festivals where you only have a project timeline of a year to showcase it, because this is a celebration, we want to celebrate the lifespan of Hapa Mag. So if this was a project you did between the years of 2017 to 2021, you're more than welcome to still submit. The project is, for us, a celebration, so we want to republish pieces, we want to re-showcase pieces. So if you have a piece that's been sitting in the closet and you haven't touched in a couple of years, feel free to bring that back and submit it to our festival. All submissions will be eligible for awards. We'll go over some of the awards. It does not matter who or what the mixed Asian person in the category, they will not be favored one or the other. So that means we're not going to be judging awards based on what the mixed Asian human did in the experience. So it's not like we're going to favor a director over a producer over a talent for best narrative feature film. Those categories will truly be judged based on the showmanship of the actual category, the actual narrative feature. Just want to be clarify that for anyone out there. Last but not least, we are making tickets globally available. So if you have a project that you would like to be geo-blocked in some way, shape, or form, we cannot guarantee that. So just keep that in mind when you're submitting. Hey, I really want my project only to be seen in the US because I'm waiting for, Venice Film Festival to submit my VR project for a European premiere. We can't guarantee that. So maybe this isn't the right fit for this year. Maybe next year after it's made its European premiere, or maybe again, you buy tickets as an attendee and come and support fellow humans. Awards. This is my last little bit, and then I get to hand it over to Lauren, which I'm really excited about. So here are some of the awards we are planning on having. There will probably be more that get added into the mix, but we are going to be awarding most impactful for the mixed Asian community. This will be like our grand jury award, the best, most amazing of all of our awards. Best narrative feature film, best narrative short, best feature, best documentary, best short documentary, best new media, best theatrical feature, best theatrical short. And you can go to our Film Freeway and read all of the entry guidelines. Just a heads up, we are saying that a feature is 45 minutes plus, and we're saying a short is 45 minutes and shorter. So please keep that in mind when you're submitting to the Film Freeway as well. And I'm gonna pass it over to Lauren to talk a little bit about our project committee.
So what does this entail? So usually for just like any other film festival, these would be called screen committees. They're the people who go through all the submissions and decide which ones would be a good fit for the festival. But we're mixed Asian media, so we're mixing things up, and it's not just films you're gonna be looking over. So we need a bunch of volunteers to come aboard for our project committee. We need to look over our narrative feature submissions, narrative shorts, music videos, documentary features and shorts, theatrical performances, new media, etc. Next slide, please. So these projects will be made available to you between April 1st and May 30th, and any submissions that we make available to you need to be reviewed by July 1st. Sorry, we can't having trouble seeing this. Volunteer time is determined by, sorry, 1 second. Volunteer time is determined by the category and number of projects you request to view via Google Doc. If you are interested in volunteering, please email us at mixedasianmediafestival@gmail.com.
So I'm very excited about this. We are searching for speakers and presenters for our MAM Fest and for workshops. This is so exciting. So we are creating an incredible program and currently have an open call for the following sessions. Workshops, 60 to 90 minutes. What is that? What could it be? You tell me, what do you have? What do you want to pitch me? We're creating this and we want it to be community-based. So do you have an idea for a workshop? Email me. I would love to hear it. Ask me anything sessions. We hope to have an in-depth conversations with specialists and get you guys advice about your projects and what do you want to see, like financing. It's most artists, myself included, that's something I've had to really learn, and I'm hoping to be able to get some specialists on this and we can ask them questions that maybe we don't usually hear. And I want to have amazing panels and panelists and moderators. So that can be about, if you're interested in reality TV and you've been a reality TV star and you want to talk to us, hit us up. That could be really interesting. I myself watch a lot of reality TV. I'm a big 90 Day Fiance fan, and no shame with that. Rebecca and I watch every Sunday, no shame. I also would love to have a panel about what it means to be a mixed API as an actor in the entertainment industry, because it has really evolved and changed, especially since I've been in the industry for so many years, not gonna even say how many. Want to have roundtable discussions where we can discuss topics, discuss issues in the industry. And I say that this is a very broad topic. So that can be a lot of different things. Activism. We can talk about how we can support Native Hawaiians, how we can support Indigenous folks, how we can support the BIPOC community. Let's talk about it. Let's act on it. Let's actually do things. I am all about actionable items. And then I want to do meet and greets. Maybe like we'll get some really big celebs and you can talk to them, or we can talk to this up and coming director, or someone in finance, or someone in producing, or someone on social media. This is so cool because we are creating this from scratch. So basically it can be anything and everything that we want it to be. So that's really cool. So like, if you have an idea, email me. Topics obviously are not limited to film, theater, dance, creative mediums, digital art, financing, creativity, business, emerging technology, trends, and cultural heritage. How can your company's expertise, knowledge, background, or workshop enrich, enlighten, or embolden the mixed Asian creative community? I think there's lots of ways we can be good partners on this. So hit me up. And am I talking on this?
I think this one's me.
That's you, good.
Speaking of partnerships and sponsorships, obviously we would love to have partners come in on programming and partners to come in and be actually a part of the festival and showcase their showcase their expertise, especially like what Alex said. I think it would be great to do a piece about financial abundance and cryptocurrency and what's happening in the NFT world for all of us artists out there. But something else we're really interested in is obviously partnerships and sponsorships in the marketing world, in the finance world. So we're building an incredible list of individual supporters and company sponsors to support this festival endeavor. As a team, we've identified different tiers of sponsorship, which I'm going to briefly go through before we wrap this presentation up for you all. We have Friends of ManFest, Angels of ManFest, Community Sponsors of ManFest, and corporate sponsors of ManFest. So Friends of ManFest include individuals that donate any amount less than $500 to our ManFest Indiegogo, which we talked about earlier in the presentation, which will be dropping about mid-April. Rewards and benefits include, but are not limited to, a shout out on our virtual platform, tickets to the actual festival, and of course, a mention in our ManFest program. Angels of ManFest, you're the same types of people, except you have donated an amount of $500 or more to us. So really you are sort of coming in a really big way for us financially. So in that way, we have a couple more rewards and benefits for you all, which include swag and a shout out at our award ceremony. And then when we get into the world of communities, what is a community sponsor? This could be a company, this could be a collective, this could be a group, this could be an organization, this could be a local business. Any way that you can come in and support our festival in items that don't necessarily mean giving your money to us. That means you would become a community sponsor. So some ideas we have and some suggestions are things like sharing the festival on social media handles and in newsletters to get the word out, maybe providing us with coupons or discount codes to your products, your events, your businesses, for example, restaurants, doing some sort of in-kind product donation. So for example, if you have t-shirts that you want us to raffle off for you, that would be a really great way for you all to come in as a community sponsor. We spoke about this briefly already, but collaborations and panels, workshop speakers, that would automatically make your organization or collective a community sponsor. And of course, award collaborations. We would love to maybe do an award collaboration for a very specific type of creative and work with an organization to curate that award, curate the benefits that go with that award. And then of course, attendee gifts. So if you're like, hey, I've got, my business card and I want to give away sessions for Reiki healing for 50% off, we can make those attendee gifts and give attendees 50% off Reiki sessions with a code like ManFest Rocks. So these are just some ideas we have for community sponsorships. When it comes to corporate sponsorships, everything we discussed previously applies, but then you would also potentially come in with financing opportunity. So these are donations of $200 or more, and this would then sort of put your organization or collective or group from a community sponsor into the world of corporate sponsor. And of course, this MAMFest wouldn't be possible without our amazing attendees. So anyone planning to come and witness the amazing projects that we're curating. And of course, in order to do that, we are going to be hosting and selling tickets. So stay tuned. Continue to keep following Hapa Mag. We will be creating some social media handles for Mixed Asian Media Festival, or MAMFest as we like to call it. So stay tuned, stay in touch, and we're going to be announcing more details about tickets and how we're going to be engaging attendees as well. And I believe, again, if you have questions, comments, concern, email us at Mixed Asian Media Fest, not festival, I think it's fest. I'll have to triple check that, at gmail.com. Yes, Alex is gonna check it right now. I think it's fest, hot mess. We're here, y'all, we're abundant. It's best.
It's best.
It's best. Mixed Asian Media Fest at gmail.com.
Oh, yes, it is. It is. I'm sorry. I'm reading it off my phone and I'm blind. Mixed Asian Media Fest. And I literally, yes.
Yes, at Gmail. So that's the end of our Mixed Asian Media Festival presentation. We hope you enjoyed it. And we just have a couple more things to wrap up, some really exciting announcements for Hapa Mag.
Hello. So we're going to be hopping on Clubhouse. I'm very new to this app. Most of us are. So I hope that people who are maybe more familiar or people who have been wanting to try it will be able to come on. We're going to be going on Monday evening and talking about an astrology energy reading, getting some tarot cards out, getting witchy vibes in there. It is also the day that Oscar nominations are announced, and there's a very good chance that Minari is going to be nominated for a bunch of things. Fingers crossed. Chloe Zhao, Raya, all of these. There's a lot of people in the mix, so we'll be talking about that. And then the Grammys are happening, and Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, both mixed babies, are going to be performing. So we're going to cover all of it on our Clubhouse. Follow us there and keep an eye out for upcoming conversations.
And real quick, our Clubhouse is called Mixed Asian Media. So be sure to follow us there. And if you can't find it, search for me, Alex F. Chester, and I'll square it away for you and make sure that you get in. And still me talking. Continuing with the social media plugs, be sure to follow us on Instagram at the Hapa Mag. We will soon be transitioning over, but we aren't there yet. So still at the Hapa Mag. Same thing with Twitter at the Hapa Mag, Facebook at the Hapa Mag, and YouTube at the Hapa Mag. Eventually we will be switching over, but not just yet. Give us a couple of more months and you'll see that there. But for the time being, the only social media that has actually changed or is new is the Clubhouse, and that's at Mixed Asian Media for our Clubhouse. Yay!
Awesome. And we just have a couple more minutes left with you all. So we want to open up to any questions to the audiences, and I will be moderating those questions. So go ahead, if you're on our YouTube live, drop us a little question in the chat. I see you all have already been blowing it up. So if there's any questions, feel free to drop it in there, and we'd be happy to address anything that we can answer to you all as soon as possible. And of course, if we don't get to your question today, or if there are no questions that the audience has, feel free to email us at any time. If there's anything Hapa Mag related, the email is
thehapamag@gmail.com.
And if there's anything Mixed Asian Media Festival related, the email is mixedasianmediafest@gmail.com.
We are organized.
We are trying, we're killing it. I don't see any questions in the chat, but I might not have seen anything come through. Justin Wu, I know that almost all of this is remote, but is there a way a freelance videographer could assist you?
Oh, Justin, thank you. We will chat. I'm sure there might be something. So let's talk.
Email.
Email. You have my email. You have the email. So we'll chat. But if you do need a good videographer, he's wonderful. Check him out as well.
Awesome. Just refreshing the page again to see if there is any other questions. I think that's everyone. Carrie Patrick Martin says, if we know a mixed Asian artist with material you love, where can I send them all for the info? You can send them, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
You can send them to hapamag.com/fest. So we have a whole website just dedicated to the festival. And on there, they can get a glimpse at everything that we showcased to you all today, as well as the direct link to our Film Freeway account. If it is an artist who's familiar with Film Freeway, you can also tell them they can find our submissions platform on filmfreeway.com/mamfest.
Mixed Asian Media Fest.
Mixed Asian Media Fest, my bad.
So, yeah.
All right, I love a good live stream. Waiting to see if there's any other questions that come through on the chat.
Cool.
Melissa, who do you think is going to be nominated for an Oscar?
Everyone from Minari, except for Noelle Kate Cho, the little sister. She's not getting as much buzz, but definitely Alan Kim, Steven Yeun, Yuri Han, and the grandmother whose name I have forgotten off the top of my head. I'm so sorry. Also, I would really love if Yellow Rose got nominated for Best Song, Square Peg Round Hole. If you haven't seen Yellow Rose, it's an indie film starring Eva Noblezada, Lea Salonga, directed by Diana Paraga. All incredible people. Eva's mix, so like, yes, snaps, shout outs, and her voice is just incredible. You can watch Yellow Rose on goldhouse.com, I believe. They should still have it up. Those are my like front runners right now. Obviously, I think Chloe Zhao is going to be nominated. Also, there really weren't that many movies this past year, so it's gonna be a mixed bag.
Lauren, did Raya come out too late to get nominated? It's in the 2022 pool, right? Or is it in the 2021 potential?
You know, I'm not sure, just because, you know, obviously the Oscars are being held a lot later this year. So I'm not really sure where the cutoff point is this time around. So, I mean, if anyone wants to look it up, feel free to do so and hit us up in the chat. Otherwise, we could look this up later.
And if you have,
but go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, I just loved the film. I thought it was so much fun, and I will watch it again and again.
I was just going to note that there is a short film that I'm really hoping it gets nominated for this year's Academy Awards, and that is, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, but kappamahu, which is in the running to be nominated for the short animated best short animated film. If it gets nominated, it'll be the first Native Hawaiian short film to be nominated in that category. So fingers crossed that happens, because I've seen that film many times and it is so beautifully done. It tells a story that's not commonly known, I guess, in Hawaii and outside of it, that needs to be heard a lot more.
Awesome. And I think we're basically wrapped up in the chat. I think, though, as a nice wrapping parting gift, should we all say which part of the dragon we would come from, if we could come from a part of the dragon from Raya and the Last Dragon? Team Fang, Team Heart, Team Tail, Team Spine? Is there one I'm forgetting? There might be one I'm forgetting.
Who has the best food? That's the one I'm going to.
They all looked like they had amazing food. I mean, yeah.
It all looks good.
Of course.
I feel like I'm forgetting one though, right? Wasn't there 5?
Talon.
Oh, I feel like Talon, right? Because Talon has like the whole marketplace on the water. I feel like Talon would have the best food.
Literally had the best food. I love how our conversations always go back to food. It always goes back to food.
Yes, girl, yes.
15.
I'm sorry?
Which of the 5 parts of the dragon would you hail from?
Honestly, this is a question I have not thought about at all. If I had to pick one, I'm tempted to say heart, but they're based on like that giant rock format that I don't know if my fear of heights would be able to handle that well. But maybe fang. I mean, like how we see it, like it looks beautiful to live in.
Yeah, I feel like you'd be a badass fang. I think heart's very Avatar, but I'm gonna go with heart. I like heights and I like the water and I like just that environment. Melissa, where would you hail from?
I am tempted to say, I think it's spine. What's the one that sits on the water that's full of crying babies?
Talon.
Talon. Yeah, I'm going to go with Talon. Talon. I like a city vibe. I like a lot of options. I like a busy market. And I live in New York, so I'm savvy as fuck. I got it.
And no spoilers. Our friends in the chat are asking us, please, no spoilers. I don't think we've said anything that would spoil it yet. So.
No, everything we've said is basically on the trailer.
World building.
I like the one, oh gosh, which one is it that has the, I don't want to spoil anything. There's a cat. There's cats.
That's Fang.
Yeah, that's why I can't go to Fang, because I can't be around cats.
I think, Rebecca, you too?
I probably want to ride those cats. Yeah.
Yeah, we were both like, kitties! Every single time it came out, we were watching it together. We were like, kitties, I want a kitty.
I want to ride that kitty.
That's why I was a little hesitant about my answer, because I'm not a cat fan. I don't know how they bred those cats to be so big.
Grain-free diet.
Evolution. I don't know.
Survival
of the fittest.
I feel like Talon, I'm I would be like the upstate and Manhattan girl. I'd be like hanging out in Talon every day, but then I'd spend my weekends in Hart, you know?
Well, I think reverse it.
I don't know. My weekends at Talon and then my weekdays.
No, your weekends where you relax and chill.
That's where I go to Hart, and then I'd be in Talon on my weekdays where I could be in the like middle of the market.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go. And then
you hustle in Talon and you relax in Hart.
That's the gig right there.
It's very telling that I'm like, you hustle for 5 days and you rest for 2 days and not the reverse.
And then we'll go visit Fang friends every now and again.
I'll take a Zantac.
Just take your allergy meds. Come say hi to Rebecca and me.
So if you haven't seen Raya and the Last Dragon, check it out. It's amazing. If you don't want to,
I hope this sold it.
Ask for a friend to bootleg it for you off Zoom. It's super easy for them to do.
Do we have any other questions?
Disney Plus is going to come for us.
Media forms. This is all. We do not promote that.
Nope. We don't condone that behavior at all.
Pay for your media. Okay. How should we say goodbye?
Thanks, friends.
Thank you all for tuning in. And I can't wait to see you guys at the festival. The King is throwing a festival. Sorry, I had to. Theater nerd.
All right. Have a good